Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where there's a new continent. And we're going to put it in the Atlantic, I think. So let's get started in this video. So starting off, we need to draw our continent, right? So I said, it looks like there's some islands here, so we're going to use these islands to our advantage. Wrapping around these islands, coming in close to like the Spanish peninsula, and we're gonna make this one little island. Obviously in the real world this would all mess everything up, so this would never happen. If this were to happen, it would have formed like thousands of years ago. And yeah, and this continent, I think, is gonna Caribbean part of it, and it's gonna dip down south towards Brazil, and then we're gonna make like a little bay, right here. I guess a sea. And then it's gonna wrap through here, getting pretty close there, but still not. Okay. So this is gonna be the land. So we're gonna fill it in. Trying my best to not really erase anything that shouldn't be. Okay. So there we go. I'm just gonna real quickly fix some of these lines. Doesn't look perfect because I don't really know how to fill. I'm just using the paint. So, okay, here we go. So, ignoring the United Nations and NATO, who's going to do a bunch of stuff with it, we're going to ignore that and we're just going to see. So, seeing that it is touching Canada, Canada's just going to come and pretty much make a landing, because they literally touching them. And they're going to make a landing that looks something like this. And then the United States are going to make a landing from their port here or from Florida. And they're going to take something like this. Like, it's pretty big, but it's a state. It's bordering with Canada. Denmark's going to probably get in on this and take the northern area. Spain and Portugal are going to race for this island, pretty much being split down here. Portugal taking that, Spain taking the north. And basically, I don't know who else would come. I think Brazil would take this. Mexico might. No. They can't really colonize. I don't know what else would happen. I think that's it for now. I mean, obviously, Russia, China, India would want to get some, but they're over there. continents over here. The UK, I think, is gonna come in here and they're gonna take a small landing here. So this is how it looks right now. Okay. First of all, Canada and the United States are gonna settle something. So this is what they have. So this is their somewhat border that they just settled on. So basically, Canada can have whatever's there, US can have whatever there, but they can't have anything in the middle. And Canada's going to be okay with that. So is the United States. Actually, I'm going to draw a line. Well, okay. Pencil one pixel. Yeah. So this is. They're gonna have their line here. Canada can take whatever to the north, United States to the south. But technically, this land is no man, so they can easily go like that, but they're not going to. The United States is gonna get big because it's the United States, and they're gonna grab from their Canada and the United States border. They're gonna spread out and they're gonna go over to this island. Meanwhile, Canada, seeing that the border goes here, they're just gonna quietly take the land that's rightfully theirs. I'm gonna actually use the straight line. Hang on. There we go. So now Canada and the United States have that. Canada's gonna continue their claim. That United States are gonna keep spreading out. And United States end up is gonna look like something like this before stopping and waiting a little bit. Meanwhile, the Denmark and UK, they're gonna settle an agreement looking something like this. Denmark getting that, UK getting that. Denmark's a little bit mad, but it's the UK, so they doesn't matter. So Denmark's gonna get all that, and the United Kingdom is gonna get something like. I think it would end up looking something like this, and getting up here. Except for Canada and the United Kingdom, they're gonna work something out, and they're gonna keeping with the straight line borders, of course, because yeah. So they're gonna agree to Canada getting that and the United Kingdom getting this. Okay. So United Kingdom's gonna get all this. Canada's gonna get all this. Picks up the border. So this is what it's looking like now. There's still empty land here and here. UK's we're gonna erase this, seeing that neither of them are gonna keep. And the US is not gonna expand anymore, and they're gonna stop here. Erase this blob. So these borders are, to say the least, interesting. But Brazil there. No one's here, so wait, this is all the UK? I guess, yeah. This is all UK, this is all Spain. Spain and Portugal are gonna go to war. And I think that's, honestly, I know they wouldn't, but we're going to pretend that they are. And I feel like Spain would win that. So obviously that would happen over here. Spain looking like this now. And the world is looking unrecognizable. So that's good. Brazil's going to make a landing and they're going to continue up over here. Getting rid of the old border. United States is gonna head this way. And so is Brazil. Well, this isn't good because now they have a border dispute. Great. So the border that the US is, they're saying something like this. Meanwhile, Brazil is saying up here that they should own this, 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 and then this up to UK. But I feel like the world would side with the US because of the influence. So those are the borders that are going to be officially recognized. And this is how the country, I think, would look. Now, over the course of a few years, some stuff would happen. So I feel like Brazil wouldn't be able to hold on to this. So now this is an independent country. United States would be able to hold on to it. So would Canada, seeing they're bordering it from Vancouver. Would Denmark? Well, Denmark would be. I'm not sure about the UK. I think the UK would break away with. So then Brazil would take, or not Brazil, the new country would take this. US would take this, bordering the water, which I don't think they particularly like, but yeah. Canada is gonna look something like this, bordering the new thing. Well, Denmark looking like something like this. So that's okay. Spain owning this. Spain would be able to hold on to it. Okay, let me just fix up whatever this is. Canada going here, US going there, and Brazil. Now, a few things I feel like would be built, like, for example, I feel like there would be a little, canal built here. There's obviously going to be a bridge going from the island, from the States here. Maybe a bridge here. Bridge here. And then, I think there's already a bridge, but bridge there. And then there might even be a bridge to some of the Bahamas, and from the Bahamas to Florida. That's a stretch, though. But anyway, this is what the world would look like if a new continent formed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I think this is a great video, and I'm so glad you watched it. It was really fun to film. Kind of looks a bit bad. I'm looking to improve this in a future video. Maybe I'll do another one in the Pacific or in the Indian Ocean, or yeah. So if you guys did like this video, please leave a like if you want to see more of these types of videos, and subscribe.